Hello students. In previous video we have learned about microorganisms, types of microorganisms, where do the microorganisms live. Now in this video we are going to learn about the commercial uses of microorganisms. So let us see first. Microorganisms are used for the large scale production of alcohol, wine and acetic acid, that is vinegar. Yeast is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. And for this purpose, yeast is grown on natural sugars present in grains like barley, wheat, rice and crushed fruit juices, etc. The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation. Louis Pasteur, who discovered fermentation in 1857. Medicinal use of microorganisms. Whenever you fall ill, the doctor gives you some antibiotics, tablets, capsules or injections such as penicillin. So the source of these medicines is microorganisms. These medicines kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganisms, and such medicines are called antibiotics. These days a number of antibiotics are being produced from bacteria and fungi like streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycin are some of the commonly known antibiotics which are made from fungi and bacteria. The antibiotics which are manufactured by growing specific microorganisms and are used to cure a variety of microorganisms. Even antibiotics are mixed with the feed of livestock and poultry to check microbial infection in animals also. They are also used to control many plant diseases. But it is important to remember that antibiotics should be taken only on the advice of a qualified doctor. Also, you must complete the course prescribed by the doctor. If you take antibiotics when not needed or in wrong doses, it may make the drug less effective when you might need it in future. Also, antibiotics taken unnecessarily may kill the beneficial bacteria which are present in the body. Antibiotics, however, not effective against cold and flu. Why? Because they are caused by viruses. Students, have you observed why are children or infants given vaccination? Let us see. When a disease carrying microbe enter our body, the body produces antibodies to fight the invader. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. If dead or weakened microbes are introduced into a healthy body, the body fights and kills the invading bacteria by producing suitable antibodies. The antibodies remain in the body and we are protected from the disease causing microbes forever. So let us see what is vaccine. Vaccine is a substance that is introduced into the body to prevent the disease producing by certain pathogens. Vaccine consists of dead pathogens or artificially weakened organisms. The vaccine induces immunity against the pathogen, means increases the immunity against the pathogen either by production of antibodies or by activation of T lymphocytes. Now let us see who has discovered the vaccine. Edward Jenner produced first live vaccine. He produced a vaccine for smallpox from cowpox virus. And nowadays vaccines are used to prevent many diseases like measles, mumps, polio, tuberculosis, smallpox, rubella, yellow fever, rabies, typhoid, influenza, hepatitis B, etc. Vaccination. The process of distributing and administering the vaccine is known as vaccination. It is essential to protect all children against the diseases, and necessary vaccines are available in the nearby hospitals. Even you have might seen the advertisement on TV and newspapers regarding protection of children against polio under the Pulse Polio program. Through these, polio drops are given to children are actually a vaccine. A worldwide campaign against smallpox has finally led to its eradication from most parts of the world. These days, vaccines are made on a large scale from microorganisms to protect humans and other animals from several diseases. Students, in this video we have learned about commercial uses of microorganisms, in which we have seen about fermentation process, medicinal use of microorganisms, what are antibiotics, vaccine, vaccination, etc. In next video we are going to learn about harmful microorganisms and their effects. Thank you.